The K-Zone.
Yeah, this baby. This baby today has cooked for 12 years.
Right.
Yeah.
12 years.
12 years she's been my wife, guys. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Yes. This channel here, you see.
Even now I'm in shock.
This hot chick. We got married on the 25th of February, 2012.
Yeah.
Honey,
A beautiful day.
you've cooked. It was a beautiful day.
It really was.
Yeah. Guess what I did in the morning of the wedding? On the morning, I went to shop for my honeymoon clothes with Mr. Rudigo. Mr. Rudigo is now in the US, in LA. What's up, my nigga? What's up, bro?
Women shop for your hubby.
You shopped for
your clothes for you.
my clothes?
Yeah.
I picked out my own clothes.
Remember, you came, we went to the honeymoon, we reached, and I was like, oh, by the way, I got you these.
But they are clothes that I got.
Yeah, that's fine. But what I'm saying is you didn't know that I had also shopped for you.
Hey, you also shopped for me, Bambi.
Lol.
Bambi.
Wow.
Well done. I don't remember that. Yeah.
In fact, you could not wear the ones you bought.
But I do remember.
You feel bad.
I don't remember, but I do remember what you shopped.
If you know,
you know. Yeah, no. Ebyo byombi.
Ebyo bijjukira.
Nora, amazing. Ebyo bijjukira. But I do remember that.
Yeah.
And I went with some friends to have breakfast at Cafe Java's. At the time, it was only Bombo Road.
That was there.
That was open. Yeah,
just before we went to the airport.
Some of you eat at Java's, and you think you're on top of the world, You're eating at Cementi, you're eating at Nakawa, you're everywhere.
The real
If it wasn't for us who supported the original restaurant, they would never have birthed more. So treat us with respect.
And I know we
spent at Java's and
Bombo Road.
Yeah, the man said, you know what, I can open another restaurant. Yeah, it looked so nice. We had a
Watoto
booth.
teams used to go there.
Yes, all the
We
time.
used to take Watoto teams there. We ate rice.
So I want to ask you, babe, it's been 12 years. First of all, what's the one thing you remember so clearly on our wedding day? 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I can remember our wedding day. And I think the one thing that I remember beyond reasonable doubt was how much fun we had. We had a blast. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We had we really enjoyed our wedding. And to date, I don't think there's a day I have enjoyed like that. Meanwhile, in all this, it has rained, the cake has fallen, the tents over what, but
the TVs
didn't work.
Got spoiled because the water entered
them. Then we had more guests than we had planned for. Then
but everyone ate. No one missed food.
No, those who came late missed.
Like at what time? Because
immediately we
entered
at
4 o'clock.
If you entered at 4 o'clock, you missed. Because immediately we entered like this, we ate. Yeah. So if anybody came up, I remember
we had the luncheon. It
was a luncheon, but it was so beautiful. But if there's one thing that I really remember, was aside from the fact that you'd gotten me my dream dress, which was a slitted wedding gown, for which you could remove the trail, and it remains a short dress.
First of its kind back then, 12 years ago.
12 years ago. Yeah. And
you know, some of you are merchants of a nubu. You want to put please.
For this one, just
let it pass.
Yeah. So the trail during the church service, then we removed it for me to enter the reception. But then the MC either forgot or it was planned. I still don't know. Muchala walakira, muchala senyondo, muchala seguja, better come in the comment section and tell me if this thing was planned. Anyway, they said now for the cake cutting, you go and change. No, I didn't have a change.
And you didn't change, yes. You didn't have.
I didn't have a changing dress. And so the girls came dancing, picked me, took me. I'm like, guys.
Is that what you changed in the shiny dress?
Now, Lillian, she was
that's Taylor.
Yes,
Where
the
is
fashion
she?
designer. She's an amazing fashion designer. Right now, she's the one that brought me that dress. She brought me a dress. They somehow behind the scenes made me a stunning dress. It was so beautiful. Anyway, I will never forget that part because it was really such a huge surprise. Yeah. And you?
What do I remember vividly? No, obviously the fun.
I've had fun.
Obviously. You know what I remember very vividly is your father's speech.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's an interesting
It was funny.
thing to remember.
It was so funny. I'll never forget it.
Why? The part where he would keep saying, I am a man of few words. Meanwhile, this is 1 hour later.
Yeah, but as I said,
I am a man of few
with
words.
these few words. It was so crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
But I think just seeing almost everybody. Our wedding came at a time when I had just lost a very good friend of mine, my guy.
Friend.
Yeah. So I kept thinking, hey, if he was there. And I think because of his death, we got some things, like we got grace.
Yeah.
Like Uncle Mitch came through for us. Colin Mayambala gave us free video coverage.
Yeah.
Colin Mayambala, actually, you did really something so cool. This guy filmed the wedding, then he took the footage to NTV.
Right. What was that?
Even us, we didn't know. I remember the day before we traveled for our honeymoon, we had a pork joint.
Us?
What? Nicodemus Manuela. Ludigo had taken us for pork. Can you imagine after wedding to live pork? We were on Sao Paulo. And at the place, there was a TV. And we watched
the 9 o'clock
news.
And we are shouting,
there.
what are we doing? Why?
So Mr. Mayambala did that. So
We'll
never forget that. That's how he just went and really, did something so cool. So Mr. Mayambala, shout out to you. Yeah, shout out to you. He's also living in California right now. Yeah.
We're the only ones who stayed in Uganda.
Mr.
The Muherezas, we are just here in Uganda. I think also us let us go.
But speaking of Mr. Mutesasira, I think just throughout the entire wedding was the passion with which the Mutesasira and his committee just did. Like, these guys loved us. They did everything for us.
They really wanted to get us married.
Yes.
But just like in case we miss anything, these guys might not get married.
Yeah.
We have to ensure that they get married.
Yeah. Pastor Hannington Mutesasira, Pastor Hannington Opondo, at Watoto, who invited us to his home to have a meal with his family.
Right. Pastor Muhereza did all of our design graphics and design. Yeah. It was
Pastor Pato at Vibe Church.
Yes, it was
Vibe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I know.
Yeah, he did all our graphics.
And he did such an amazing
job.
He did the card. He did everything. Yeah, it was amazing.
We just want to say thank you, guys.
All the pastors of Watoto just making sure that Pastor Gary was there and making sure that we got married at Watoto Church at that time. I mean, February is a time of Heaven's Gates and Hell's Flames, and so nobody gets married like during that
week.
No one. but they just made sure. So the Tugumes,
we got married before the first
thank you
show.
so much.
A day before the first show.
Yeah, a day before the first show.
Yeah.
Ah.
And there were all the senior pastors were there. Thank you.
Did you like, how did you feel about all the people that attended the wedding?
Pressure.
You guys showed up. To date, I still have people who say, I know you don't know me, but I attended
I was at the wedding.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, so I think we were still young. We had not yet
It was
got
very
more,
overwhelming.
enough enemies. So yeah. So we know you came. But now what a some of you don't like us. But thank you guys for showing up. We served cake in church, we danced in church, we danced in church.
Yeah, we did the first.
Yeah. Now, you know what's crazy about our wedding, you guys? So right now, when you look at wedding budgets, people have decor of 100 million. For us, 12 years ago, Jamelia, who is still rocking, Jamelia charged us, inclusive of the tent, a dome of 600 people, 5 million shillings, and we were stressed. the committee. But sometimes I was like, watching one on 5 million was the biggest item
on the budget.
Can you imagine?
Even more than food.
How was food not as cost? Because
you
food
got a
was
supply of
10K.
10K.
Hajat, 10K with barbecue.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Apollo Karugaba brought that because Apollo got married about 3 months, I think,
before us. Yes. It was.
So Apollo gave us that surprise.
Let me tell you, the committee, every time we would meet, they would just ask, but do we have to do this deco? Do we have to do this deco?
Yes.
Ngabaji bubi.
It was a prayer point.
We were fasting.
Every time we met at Huntington's home on Sunday, it was me. Baba Nico was also on the committee. But you guys, Bami, you are such good friends. Baba Nico, Mr. Matovu Raymond Peter, my best man. Yeah. Esenyondo Joseph, baddest photographer, childhood friends, my brother. He did the amazing photography.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful pictures.
Yeah.
Uncle Mitch gave us free sound.
I think that's why deco was such a thing, because almost everything was free. But even the 5 minutes to come up with it.
Cake lady, Jennifer Musisi, she did the cake.
Right.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a good one. I will never forget. I was actually just looking here because I know, I have a budget somewhere.
You still have the budget? Fudge.
Yeah.
12 or 5.
I want to actually see it and see what it was that was disturbing.
Diane Komunda.
Oh yeah.
Who did my suit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and was there to fix it even at the last minute. Yeah.
Right.
Who did your makeup?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because that was like the second time you were wearing
makeup in my entire
in your life. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, who did my makeup?
Hey, wasn't it Della?
Yes, it was Della. It was Della.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Mulondo, I have here our budget.
Mm-hmm.
Proposed wedding budget for Brian Mulondo and Pachuto Manuela, 25th February 2012.
Uh-huh. What's the
So it turns out our decor was 8 million.
It was 8 million.
Yeah, so 5 million was for the decor, and then the 3 million was, I think, for the tent and the chairs and the tables and the what. So the stress was the 5 million. But indeed, that 8 million was the highest thing, because the buffet was 5.3 million. cake was 1.5.
Cake was 1.5.
1.5.
And that cake was huge.
Yes, it was. Venue was 1.8 million. Really, almost that's all. That's the only cost we had.
But how was it? But that venue was expensive because it was the thing at the time.
Right.
Yeah, Seven
Right.
Trees
Yeah.
Gardens
Right.
was so cool.
So let me do. I want to do
Okay.
the summation and I see what
Yeah, yeah. What was
our
our
total budget looked like. I'm laughing because I'm scared about what I'm going to find. Mr. Mulondo, our total bill was 34 million.
It was an expensive wedding. 34 million?
Honey, 12 years ago, yes.
Where was all that money coming from?
Eh,
Who paid
our
it?
friends had money.
Hey.
Our friends, you think you can be there on a wedding with Auntie B and Uncle Mitch and Amanda Onapito,
Ona.
and you think that money won't be just some sassy that won't clear things.
Yeah.
Just cleared.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Aunt Mary. Aunt
Oduka.
Mary. Yes, Aunt Mary Oduka. Oh my goodness. We have to visit.
Don't even say that.
We
I
have
did
to
so many
visit.
times.
We have to visit.
I
Yeah.
no longer say.
Yeah. So 34
Uncle Tom,
million. The late.
Yes, the late. The Dukus. Amazing.
So 34 million shillings 12 years ago was the total budget of some of like the biggest celebrities in town. we were quite a big deal. Okay, I was. Manuela wasn't,
yes, you
but
were.
I was.
Wasn't.
Manuela was just.
Everyone was just like,
Muchala
who's that
Mulondo.
chick?
Yeah.
Who's that chick was
Muchala
taking
Mulondo.
Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the girls would be annoyed when they find out that I knew you already. That we had been known each other before he was famous.
Yeah.
I knew when still lived in a garage. Then they knew you are there reading
Yeah.
news.
So you're not recording. Why are you like this? Why are you killing the mood?
I wanted to let people know that I knew you before. So that's now when I eat your money. They say it's okay, you eat it.
You eat it, you deserve
because
it.
I was there when we were eating air, when he was serving me air, making me walk long distances. So please allow me to eat the money. Allow me to eat his money.
So do tell us, guys, your wedding budget, and what is that one item that you wish you had not included on that budget, and whether it was helpful.
What should we not have?
I think now you have Huntington as your chairman. Everything was needed. I think we didn't.
You know, one thing I find really special about our wedding, I know people are going to write in the comment section theirs, but what I found really special about our wedding was by the time we got married, during these meetings, wedding meetings, most people used to do like for lack of a better word, like cheap presents for people to use for auctioning. Our wedding was the first one where we bought actual big items that people would have liked, like toasters and you know, I was going to say fridges, but
it changed. I remember there was a gentleman. He was like one of the best wedding meeting MCs, and he had a company. Oh my God, I forget his company, but they had offices around La Bonita, and that guy was something else. Do you remember the Sechanzis?
Yeah.
Chris Sechanzi, I think they auctioned an air ticket.
Right.
For their wedding.
Right.
And man, from then we were like, guys, tubere bantu bakulu. Tosobola auctioning a set of plates. No. So that's when things change. I don't know what people do now these days. But
I think people nowadays pay for their weddings. They just send you messages. You feel obligated. You send money.
No, people still do wedding meetings,
I don't
Manuela.
receive them anymore. I don't receive
all your friends,